Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe button. And now to continue with our video, if you are a TEFL certified teacher, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to be providing you with a free lesson plan template that TEFL certified teachers are able to use for varying different levels and topics. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you are going to want to create a lesson title. The lesson title is going to set the tone for whatever topic you want to base your lesson plan on. For example, a person might use the supermarket if you know that your lesson is going to deal with talking about going shopping or buying and purchasing items at the supermarket. All right, so now that you've gathered your title that best suits your student and the lesson that you plan on teaching, you are then going to assess the level. So what level is your learner, whether it be beginner, elementary, intermediate, advanced? That is going to determine the level of difficulty that your lesson will be. The next step after you assess the level, you're going to look at what duration your class is. So whether that be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes, that's also going to determine the way that you style your lesson in order to make the best of the time that you have to use. The next step is the lesson type. Your lesson type. The lesson type can include vocabulary, grammar, speaking, listening, reading, writing. All these are good exercises to do during your lessons in order to establish efficiency in the language. And most importantly, you're going to want to establish an objective. This objective is going to be something like a goal or what you plan your student to achieve throughout this lesson. What exactly is the purpose of this lesson? And this will help guide you and give you direction while you're planning your lesson. The next step is going to be a quick warm-up, maybe anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes. What you're going to do is you're going to introduce the topic. You might use pictures, a question with a discussion, or even a short video. And then after you've introduced your topic, you want to ask your student, do they have any prior knowledge, or maybe assess what they already know about the topic. For example, let's say you're using the supermarket and you might ask them a question. What do you usually buy when you go shopping? This warm-up will help get your student into the mindset of the topic that you're going to be talking about and discussing. The next step of your TEFL lesson plan is going to be presentation. Presentation should be anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. And this is going to give you a chance to elaborate on your chosen topic. During this, you should be teaching a target language, whether you're using new vocabulary or grammar structure. And you can also use visual aids or context-based examples to help you with this. A good example of a context-based example could be maybe making a real-world connection to your student and your chosen topic. After you get through discussing your topic, you are going to want to check comprehension with your student. You can do that by using a CCQ, which is called a concept checking question. And after your presentation, you will have set the stage for your next section of your lesson plan, which is controlled practice. The controlled practice should be anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. During this time, you can use drills, gap filling activities, matching, or even short dialogues. During this part of the lesson, you want to focus on your students' accuracy and pronunciation. And next up, you're going to go into a guided practice. The guided practice can include activities such as role playing, using prompts, or even reading a script. During this, you should be encouraging full sentence speaking and correct any common errors you may hear your student making. Next, after you've completed a guided practice, it is important to set aside time for free practice, which will be the next step in the lesson plan. This free practice will help establish confidence in your student and fluency. This can be open conversation or a real life simulation. But during this time, you want to make sure that you build your students' confidence and build their confidence in having fluency of the language. And last but certainly not least, this is wrap up homework time. This is a very important time of your lesson where you're going to take 5 to 10 minutes to review your main vocabulary, review your main topics, and possibly assign some homework, maybe a short task, writing, photo description, or just your vocabulary list. And don't forget, at the end of each session, you're going to want to give praise to your student, let them know that you're noticing their effort, and to help motivate them further. And now, this next section of the lesson plan is completely optional, but it's something that I like to do, and it's teacher notes. During this section, you're going to want to take some notes, document some anticipated challenges, solutions, adjustment, and any extra resources. Taking notes is especially helpful when you're trying to plan your next lesson, and you may need to use references from the last lesson in order to continue on to the next lesson. So this is definitely a good, useful tool, and although optional, I would advise utilizing it. Well, you guys, we have officially made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, please like, share, comment, subscribe. It will help my page grow, and I'll be able to provide more content just like this lesson plan. Thank you so much.